Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrappy Kane. Today I'm sharing another color cast design layout. This one's a bonus layout for the month, and I'm using more of the acrylic pieces from the box for May. I'm going to scrapbook some more of my Las Vegas photos. These are the ones where we went and visited New York, New York, which was lots of fun, and my son was excited to actually see New York even though that was where he really wanted to go. But it was only a weekend trip, so we went to Las Vegas instead. And that's why I'm going to use the acrylic piece that says Weekend Escape and the vacation one. I actually made this geotag cut file for this layout. I designed it on the silhouette and then cut it out. I really like the way that it turned out. This is the first time I've ever created a cut file that I created. So I'm going to use, again, the Echo Park Born to Travel collection. I have this one scrap piece left of the lighter blue. I have a full 12 by 12 of the red, pretty much a 12 by 12 of the green. A little piece has been cut out. And then this globe one on the other side, that's tone on tone. I love this one. I love the color of it. It's like a lighter blue. And then this darker blue one here with the polka dots on it. This one here on the opposite side is also blue, but it has arrows. I don't think I used that one. I used the polka dotted one instead. And the orange one has cameras on it, tone on tone. And then this one has like little circles with a compass, I guess. And that's the green tone on tone. So here's the cut file. I also cut out the backing piece with the silhouette too by doing the offsetting and just cutting out the back piece that would fit perfectly on the cut file. I already glued down the inner circle bits, and I'm going to go around and glue down the outside. I was lining it up with the paper because that was the only way I could figure out how to get it exactly lined up perfectly, and it worked. So now I'm just using the fine liner bottle and going around and gluing it down, and it fits perfectly behind it. And I used the green geotag paper to do that one. So I have that one. And this is going to be a double 8.5 by 11 in case I didn't say that. And I did only use one 12 by 12, which was the polka dot paper, to create the background. I left, it's about a 1/4 inch border all the way around of the white cardstock paper. And then I'm going to add this blue one here, and then I'm going to add one on the right hand side also. And then right in the middle is where I'm going to put that tone on tone blue paper with the little globes on it. And the photo is a 5x7 of my son. He did not allow me to take very many photos of him while we were in Vegas. So you're going to see this particular photo a few different times on a few layouts. But I really like the photos, so I think it's pretty cute, and it works perfectly for this layout because I'm going to show, like I said, where we went and saw New York, New York, which is a hotel in Las Vegas, but it has a roller coaster attraction, and then it also has like the Statue of Liberty outside of it, and it has the Hershey chocolate place inside, and then it had a few other like casino, of course, and then other like attractions inside. But I just wanted to showcase a few of the photos that I took. Again, since he wasn't allowing me to take very many photos of him, I took photos of other things around us. So, of course, being the tourist and just taking photos. So here's the larger geotag. I do totally mess up where I'm putting this one. My older son came in and was talking to me, and I wasn't really paying attention to where I was putting it. I needed it to be further over than it actually is. But I'm not going to realize that until later on when I go to lay down the rest of the photos. So at first, I lay it down, leave it there. I even cut it, and then I realize, oh man, I totally messed up. I need to move it over. So you'll see how I fix that here in just a minute. I'm going to continue playing. I'm going to go ahead and lay this one down on the right hand side since I do want that one to be there. I did pop up one side of it just because it's on top of the photo, so it needs to be up a little bit higher on one side than the other. but it's not completely popped up. And those dimensions are not very high, so it's not any higher than the acrylic piece that is going on top of the photo. And you'll even see when I go to pull the big geotag back off and replace it down, this pops off the photo because it's not completely dry. So until it's completely dry, it does not stay on the photo, just so you know. The liquid glue takes a while to dry, and it hadn't really dried when I realized I have this in the wrong place. But I'm going to keep playing, and I really wanted to put the vacation geotag in the middle of the larger geotag, but I'm going to change the location of that one also because, again, I messed up on where I actually placed the larger geotag. But I haven't realized that yet, what I actually did wrong, because, again, I'm kind of distracted because I'm talking to my other son while I was creating this layout. So here I'm going to place some of the little acrylic geotags. These were the white ones, and they were heart-shaped. I happen to have 3 of them, and I used the colorful heart stickers to place right behind the heart. So then there's orange, red, and blue, I believe, is the last one, but we'll see here in a minute because I'm not sure if I went with blue or green. I think I went with blue since the Cutfile is green. But I just went ahead and placed those right behind there. And I wanted one of the little geotags to be right at the end of Weekend Escape. And I wanted it to be the red one since I don't have any other red acrylic pieces to put with that one. You'll see I'll add other acrylic pieces over there also, but I haven't added them just yet. Yes, I did go with blue. So here I'm still messing with that vacation one. I decided, I was like, oh, okay, I can just go with the geotag here the way it is. So I went ahead and glued this one down over here. I kind of wish I wouldn't have because I do end up fixing it enough that I could have put it where I wanted it to go, but it's okay. In the end, I really like the way it turned out, but just know that, that wasn't really my original design, but it's okay. I think this is where I'm going to get ready to move it before I touch down this littler inside piece. But first, I was trying to make it work, but it's just not going to work because the photos aren't going to fit now on the left-hand side the way that I wanted them to be. So this one here is basically the outside of New York, New York, and then there's a big billboard in front of it that says Netflix or something like that. I'm going to actually cover that up with stickers because it was kind of a distraction since it's nice and bright red. But it doesn't really go with anything in Vegas or anything like that to tell you about the layout. So that's why I'm going to cover it up with stickers. But see, if I place it underneath the geotag, there's not enough room to place the other photos. Even if I switched them around, because this wasn't the way I wanted them either. So I decided I really needed to move it. And I believe I leave it in all the way when I start popping it up. Yeah. See, I popped it up and you can see Weekend Escape moved because it wasn't attached down yet. It wasn't fully dry. So at first I thought, well, that's enough. I think if I move it over, but it really wasn't. So I needed it to go even further under that photo. And again, I can't believe I made that mistake, but it ends up working out in the end because I line it up exactly with the blue paper behind the photo. So then it just kind of looks like I cut it twice on purpose, but it really shouldn't have been cut. But it's okay. Again, layouts are homemade and they're made by hand. Mistakes are made, and if you can make it work without recutting it, I could have recut it, but I was afraid I would use too much of that plaid paper and then I wouldn't have any more of it for the rest of the photos that I have that are going to go on another layout because I wanted to use this collection throughout the Vegas trip, along with the Simple Stories collection also, but I wanted to use mainly this Echo Park one because it's nice and bright and I really like the colors of it. So I was like, it's okay. I'm just going to go with it and go ahead and attach it down, and it's okay. It's not the end of the world, and I just went ahead and made it work. So here I am doing something on my phone, and I'm going to flip these photos around here again in a minute. I couldn't decide if I wanted the Michael Jackson sign to go over by the photo or if I wanted it to be over, or the Hershey one in the middle. I end up putting the two Hershey ones next to each other. There's a chocolate Statue of Liberty that's inside of the Hershey store. So I wanted to go ahead and place that one on the layout, and then the Hershey little sundae that's outside of the store. And then the Michael Jackson one was a little bit further up than from New York, New York, but it was still by New York, New York. And it was basically just an advertisement for the Michael Jackson one, which was why we were in Vegas to begin with, because we wanted to see that show. And I will be scrapbooking those photos in the month of June, at least some of them. And then in July, I will do the rest of them. But I will start it in June. So here is where the photos will actually stay now. So I decided to put the Hershey one in the middle, like I said, and then the chocolate Statue of Liberty is going to go right there on the left-hand side. And then the Michael Jackson one's going to go on the right-hand side, and I will cut through that photo. And again, like I said, it's okay because it's not a real person, it's just an advertisement. And you still get the idea of the advertisement, so I'm okay with it. I forgot to glue down the acrylic pieces, so they just slid on the photo as I went to pick it up and show you the layout. So I will need to go ahead and add some liquid glue and attach those. And then I will hold it up and show you. And I also have some close-ups. And like I said, this cut file was created by me, so it is just a personal cut file that I created. And I'm going to go ahead and attach these little acrylic pieces down. I love using the tiny acrylic pieces that Color Cast cuts each month. And usually they're hearts and stars or geotags, something to go with her theme that month. And I just love them. I love that flower. Also, I added a little blue flower over on that side. Since the photo was black and white, adding the color on top of it just helped it blend in with the rest of the photos. And I like that his photo is black and white and all the rest of them are in color. So, like I said, here's a few close-ups. I hope you guys enjoyed today's layout and seeing, make mistakes, but make it work for you. And I love this collection from Echo Park. I can't wait to create the other layout that goes with these photos. And then actually our Vegas trip will be scrapbooked, except for the Michael Jackson part. But I will see you in the next video. Bye!